Hi everybody, Bob with Knives Town here. Today we're going to take a look at an old standby. This is the Kershaw Leek, and I'm not exactly sure why it's taken me so long to get around to it. This is an extremely popular knife. I love it. It's popular for a good reason. There's one thing to like right there. But this particular Leek is the 1660 OL in olive drab. It comes in a lot of different configurations, liner lock, frame lock. It's just a great knife. It's been very popular. It's been very successful. Shame on me for not getting around to it any sooner. But anyway, here we are tonight. It does come with some literature, which is your basic knife information, care and handling, how to open the flipper, how to close it, how to use the speed safe mechanism, which this knife has. It's a good little read. Ships in a plastic sleeve with some desiccant to keep corrosion at bay. That's good. There you go. It's just a small knife, but it really does a great job. One of the things that's great about this knife here is that it's got a lock on it, and that's this little piece down here. Let's see if I can get close up on that a little more. What that does is when that's moved forward, it moves a little piece of metal in front of the tip of the blade. So if I'm going to move that forward like that, there you can see it. I've moved a little piece of metal in front of the tip, so I can't get that blade open. It's blocked, and that's just to keep it in your pocket. If you're it's just a double sure way of not knowing that it's not going to open. I mean, I've never had one of these knives open accidentally, but if you're afraid of that, you can put that on and you put your mind at ease. It's got a pocket clip here that is reversible. It's reversible to this side, so you see you can undo those screws and re-screw it down there. It's not reversible to this side. Okay. It's well made. Look, centers perfectly in there. The thing that's so nice about this knife is the way it opens. Now that I've got that lock off, you can see it is a flipper. It does have a flipper here, plus it does have thumb studs. It has dual thumb studs, so you can open it either way you want. The flipper is probably the fun way of doing it. Boom, like that. It opens very nicely, just with a little bit of, see that? There's a spring in there. The spring, it takes over once you have pushed this down flush with the back of the knife, the spring will take it from there. But like I was saying before, though, it's not going to open accidentally. I mean, you can't shake it out or anything, and you're not going to, that doesn't just, it doesn't just open with a bump. I mean, you have to push it. So it's totally safe. It's completely safe. The opening mechanism can be done with the thumb stud as well. There you go. It's fun. It's just fun to do, even if you don't have a job to cut. All right. Let's see here. I'll get up on that a little bit. There you go. The olive drab. That's a 3-inch blade. It's got a nice stone-washed finish on it. The steel is Sandvik 14C28N. Easy for you to say. That is, the handle scales are T6 anodized aluminum. It does have a little bit of a back spacer there. Otherwise it's open. It is a liner lock knife. The overall length is 7 inches. The weight is 3 ounces. The knife shape, the blade shape rather, is It's almost a Wharncliffe. I don't know that I don't know that that is a full Wharncliffe, but it's certainly close to it. And you know, that's a great for the, you know, cutting like that, like you would use an X-Acto knife, you know, like that, you know, just cutting like with a pen, like it's a pencil or something. That it'd certainly do super well with that. But any kind of cutting or slicing or any general duty work, this knife is perfect for. It's lightweight, it's strong. We've got jimping here on the top, which will, you know, give your finger a little extra grasp up there. There's also jimping on the bottom, down there. So you've got that kind of a feel right there. There's no jimping on the liner lock, but it doesn't need it. I personally prefer liner locks without jimping, but you know, that's just me. It's got a lanyard hole. I would recommend a lanyard, you know, just to make it easy to pull out of your pocket. There's the Kershaw clip. There's the thickness. It narrows down to a very, very thin point, so you can see how sharp that would be. No, it's not a survival knife, but it'll do all of your everyday cutting chores. It's Ken Onion designed, so if you're a fan of his, then certainly you'll like this. This one again is one of his more successful, and that's, you know, that's saying something, because all of his designs are pretty successful. Yeah, the Leek has been around for a while. If you haven't got one in your collection, you're missing out. Go ahead and pick one up. You won't be sorry. It's a nice, easy to live with knife, and it's fun. What more could you ask? That's the Kershaw Leek. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you again.